Hi learners, I'll be explaining some of the access methods by using some parameters like ID, class name or tag name, something like that. Okay, let's get some knowledge. For that, I'm using some div tag. Okay, within that, I'm writing on header, or let's call it as Tony, and we have a paragraph. Okay, hey. So if we reload our page, it will look like this. And let a, I'm taking variable, I'm storing the result of this like get elements by id. What's our id? We didn't give it. Id equal to Tony. So we are fetching the element from a document whose id is Tony. Remember this, id should be unique throughout the web page, throughout the document. Id should be unique, but class names we can repeat that. Console.log of a. See that div tag whose id is Tony is storing in a. Okay. If we give id which doesn't exist, it will return null, right? Then we can access this using class name. Let's say we give this as CoDEVERSE. Okay. There is one method called get elements by class name. See here I'm using plural elements. Okay, because class name can be repeated, but in case of id, get element singular plural element by id. What's our class name? CoDEVERSE, right? Welcome, get elements by class name. Okay, I'll refresh this HTML collection. See the div, within that we have a id Tony. Okay, all the elements whose class name is CoDEVERSE. Okay, then one more method is we are querying based on our CSS selector. Okay, querySelector. What's a selector? See, in CSS for IDs we are using hash. For class names we are using dot operator, right? Let's access this, which one, div, using this Tony ID. ID Tony. To use quotes. See the div element whose ID is Tony. Okay, and let's see what is querySelectorAll. HTML. Right, class name is Tony. Okay, right, sorry, I'll use CoDEVERSE. Since I'm using class name, I use dot operator. It's a CoDEVERSE, right? Okay, let's see what is querySelectorAll method. For that, I'm creating div with class name. I'll give this CoDEVERSE same as the previous one. Okay. Now I'm using querySelectorAll with class name CoDEVERSE. So I'm getting a list of elements. I'll see here. I'm getting a list of elements. The first one is a div which has a ID Tony. Okay. The second one is a another div. The length will be 2. So that's about query selector all, and we can use document dot get elements by class name. If we have a elements whose class name is same, okay, we can get those lists by using this also, like get elements by class name. Like our class name is CoDEVERSE, right? I'm assigning to some variable and I'm printing that. See, the length will be two elements. That query selector all, and this will be similar, but in query selector all we can use our css selectors like id, class name, tag name, but here we are mentioning that it's a class name. That's why we are not using the dot operator also. And another one is using tag name. See, I'll write get elements by tag name div. In HTML we have two div elements, right? You are getting here in a console, you're getting two div elements. Let's say we want, where is that? Yeah, here. H1. H1 tag will get printed. Why we are using this means we are getting that and we are applying our operations. Okay, this is about fetching the elements based on parameters like ID, class name, tag name, and all. In next video, I'm going to explain like what we can do by fetching these, how we can use this. Okay, let's meet there. See you. Bye.